Lena? Can you hear me?
I'm here. Did you get your rendezvous?
It's... He...
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
What?
Hey, Yawn. We need to talk.
You wanted to talk? Like, great. What? Nothing. High tech. Yeah, I get. Yeah. What? The. You. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yes. And I have a very strong. Just because some things are possible from a medical standpoint. Agreed. Yeah. Is there a problem? Listen, Jan, we're fed. What do you mean? Morale is at an all-time. What exactly? Unfortunately, I hear. I miss Lena so much. Don't be ridiculous. Much better off without her. How can you say that? You just set your ambitions aside for what? We were happy. I was happy. I can see you're afraid. Not good at hiding emotions, am I? Well, how do you normally... I sit in my armchair and, my cat on my lap, purring. Right. Cat. Hector? Oh, he's so great. A mischievous little creature. I'm telling you, he needs constant intellectual stimulation, or he'll find it himself. Which usually involves breaking things. So, heard the news?
Yeah. And I want you to know I don't like... It would be like...
Healthy brain.
Oh, yeah. And I need it there.
So,
Yeah, they're saying... But this is not the time and place for being sub...
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
People.
Lena?
I think I've got something.
Really?
I got my hands on some tech we've been using. It's a...
What? No.
I'll send you...
Easy peasy. No. What? No, wait. Let me get this straight. You want me to implant a tracking device in my head and let Ally Corp medicate me with whatever they want?
That's what doctors usually do. I thought you'd be glad. This thing can save your life. Why does it bother you?
It's the surveillance that bothers me. I'm not a criminal.
Well, in that case, you have nothing to hide, right? Look, I know how it sounds, but it really is the only thing we've got. I'll send you the instructions, and please just follow them. The most important thing is to start the treatment as soon as possible, okay?
Sure. Thanks, Lena.
To the saber evacuation.
Another lovely day.
Have you heard? We have another way to cure you.
Right. Well done. Brain implants. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
I found an alternative...
I know. The news stirred up some...
I think I prefer to follow Maxwell's instructions. The implants would be too risky for you.
I'm not afraid of risk. Losing my moral compass scares me more.
Sorry, but I don't see it. We should make a list of arguments for and against each solution. Maybe that way we'll finally agree on something.
So it's all down to who's better at out-talking the other side, huh?
Huh. Looks like talking to Lena helped find an alternative solution after all. Yeah. I mean, the idea of that implant doesn't sound so great, but I guess Lena knows what she's doing, right?
What's troubling you?
Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I admit. You'll make it. We'll all make it, don't worry, okay? Oh, please. I'm not worried for myself. There's a lot more at stake here than just our fleeting lives. Can't you see? The world will miss so much if I go too soon. Oh, what do you mean? My work. Everything I did in my parallel life wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, no, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level. Really? How? You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions. Oh, shit? Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day. Yeah, man, you're right. We can't let the method of nano particle. We can't let it disappear. So let's do something about it. Yeah, right. But what can we do about it? I want to recreate my research here and now. Revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity. And you need me to grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises, but I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely. Fine. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready. Looks like I found an alternative.
Shit. So it is true. Your wife told you to put implants? You're not seriously thinking about it.
No, relax.
Of course not. I knew you wouldn't.
Hey, I notice you returned late to the base. You know that radiation at this time can be extremely dangerous for you.
Ah, you noticed. Yeah, I did stay out a little longer. But I squeezed so much more out of that outpost. And we really need it now. I do feel kinda nauseated, but small dose of radiation ain't nothing we can't neutralize overnight.
I don't think you should go on like this.
Why not? You need me, and I want to make myself useful. So stop being so goddamn noble and take advantage of it like a proper boss.
Saber evacuation function is better.
Did you notice we're running out of repair kits?
Rid of you.
So, what do you think? Sometimes all you need to do is give people a proper meal. Good. Let's put this whole thing behind us and focus on what's ahead.
Goddamn tools. Well, I'm not a tool, so you better show some respect.
Really?
Hey, is that what I think it is? My trademark hunter stew. No way. Big Oss? It fucking smells like heaven.
You mean the characteristic stench of sulfur decomposing to hydrogen sulfide in fermenting cabbage? May reek of a dirty diaper, but it's proven to work wonders for your gut microbiome. And like all sour foods, it cheers people up. I always serve my hunter stew at parties. And they were damn good parties.
Are you sure about that experimental therapy?
A body swap. A mysterious old clone made Michael live as Paul, and Paul as Michael. But
Pass
now
me another
they
beer,
swap
please.
back.
Cheers.
Are their lives forever changed?
So, now you see what fools you once were. Have you become new men now that you've seen the world through another person's eyes?
No, yeah, totally. All right. Now that that's over, we gotta talk. Yes, talk. Your body is so weird. Exactly. Yours too. I didn't realize that just being a little shorter would be so disorienting. Being left-handed for a second was nuts. I didn't know ink smear was such a thing.
Hey, but could we talk about how you were fools and how you realized how difficult the other person's job was in its own way?
Yeah. Dude, colors. Oh my god, colors.
Colors?
Oh my god, colors. Like, I looked at your eyes. What are the colors? I literally wasted the entire first day. Didn't go to your daughter's piano recital. Because I was stuck staring at this patch of grass that I knew was green and everyone would agree is green, but inside of you it looked like what I would call blue. Does that make sense? Yeah, totally. Like, I finally put back on your wedding band, and the gold looked great. It really messed up my sense of, like, objective reality. Which of our reds is, like, the real red? I feel like both of them are, right? We both can point to a thing and then agree that it's red, right? I don't know. Big thing I realized, I don't know a lot about science.
Ha! But also, if we could bring it back in, you have come to understand your lives in earth-shaking new ways, right?
Yeah, probably better. Hold them in.
I knew it! Yes, please, regale me with the wondrous things you've learned.
We will. We just swap bodies, though.
No, I understand that.
Actual bodies. Like, think about that. Like, no, think about it. Like, actual literal body. Think about that. Dude, you taste differently. I used to love salmon, but salmon was so gross in your mouth. Blueberries sucked in your mouth. Vision sucked in your eyes. Everything was just so blurry. I feel like you need glasses, man. No, it's not that bad. No, it's bad. It's not that bad. I just get a little bit of, like, screen fatigue. Screen fatigue? I look at screens all the time. Okay, maybe I look more. You should get Flux on your screen. What is it? It's this app that you can get where it's timed like the sunset, and then it adjusts your light. I think it goes from like a blue to an orange base, like tungsten.
Oh, you thought that wealth was going to solve all of your problems, but now you learn that happiness is found with...
Dude, have you talked to anybody about like a little twinge in your abdomen? Oh, they applied for you. Listen, I don't want to like worry about it or anything. I would just talk to a doctor if I were you. Again.
Michael, what did living in Paul's body teach you about your relationship with your, say it with me, father?
Man, your body is so fatigued.
Come on!
I don't let myself fall asleep.
So stupid.
Another episode. Well, I got you a consistent 8 hours every night, so see how that affects your sleep cycle. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'll try to keep that going.
We're talking about sleep. This is just like third after weather in traffic.
Oh, dude. Hey, not to be weird. Oh, same page. Nice dick.
Alright, you know what? Forget you guys. I'm just gonna go back to my cave for another 300 years, studying the stars, reading smoke signals to teach you two idiots a life-changing lesson. But talk about the friggin' size of your dicks.
It's not even a size thing.
Oh, seriously? What a waste on you idiots! You'll never know how hard this was for me. Wait a second. Yes, you will.
What? You fools will finally see. Whoa, your blue's my brown.
Right? Absolutely, body positivity, but I feel disgusting.
Rid of you.
What happened in the lab? Our friend got angry that you didn't indulge him. He tried to force me to explain the research to him, and things quickly got out of hand.
I still think I made the right choice.
You probably will. Of course you did. Writing unnecessary documentation would take
Don't you think we need more radiation filters?
So, let's hear it. What do you have to say against the solution suggested by Lennon?
No, damn it! This isn't something I can politely analyze on a fucking whiteboard. I'm out.
Huh. Took him longer than I expected. I guess discussing this is out of the question.
So, have you finished your calculations? Do you know how we can get the gravity field back to normal? Yes, the design is ready. Our counterforce will have to come from several sources. 2 neutralizing towers, 1 per each side of the canyon to cover the whole affected area. It will be an effort to build them, but if operated correctly, they should do the trick and give us safe passage through. Man, we'll need to push like crazy to pull this off before the sun comes up. Right. And that's not the half of it. Once you've set up the towers, they will need to be operated simultaneously. So, we'll need to send 4 people up there at the same time. Oh. Yeah. Better shape up your crew if we're gonna do this.
Jan, we need to discuss something.
So, yes, here it is. We still need to wait a little for the brain cells to mature fully. How long? 3 days, according to the instructions we got. Once they're ready, you can call a meeting and communicate your decision to everybody. Do you scan the brain for the mutation? Yes, it's all clear. And the cortex shows no signs of activity, which is good. What happens then? We extract the brain tissue, process it according to Maxwell's formula, and start administering the treatment. Of course, we will have to dispose of the body. Whoa! What the fuck? Looks like I didn't use enough sedative. Let me just, There. Damn it. I hope it didn't activate the cortex. What if it did? What do we do now? Just take a deep breath, okay? I've used enough sedative to put a horse to sleep. So even if his cortex did light up for a moment, it's inactive now. And I'll make sure it stays that way. Look, we can't get thrown off balance. Not now, when we're so close. Okay. You're right. You can't tell anyone about this incident, okay? They need to take the cure. I know some of them were against it. This would make them freak out even more. What incident? I didn't see anything. Did you? Okay. Good. Let's just give those brain cells the time they need to mature, and in 3 days, we'll proceed with the treatment. Simple as that. Sure. Fine. Hey, you wanted to talk?
Yeah. What the hell is going on with the miner? I mean, I thought you decided to make him that serum so that he feels like a valid human being. But now you're letting him work outside after hours? Where's the logic in that?
Look, it worries me too, okay?
Well, then make him stop. The guy's got serious self-respect issues. Anyone can see that. You took a step forward by growing him a new arm, but now you're taking 2 steps back by letting him overwork himself. It's almost as if he feels he needs to pay you back for it.
He just wants to make himself useful in a difficult time. Where's the harm in that?
See, that's the problem. This obsession of his with being useful.
Well, what would you have me do?
If you really want to help him, you'll need to get to the bottom of this insecurity of his. And that looks like something only a professional head shrinker could do.
A head shrinker? You mean I'm supposed to... Yup. Branch yourself. What else?
But what if I can't afford that right now? I'd advise you to make the effort. But if you really can't do it, then, well, maybe even sending the miner to the contemplation room by himself could help. Mindfulness is not exactly his strongest suit, but who knows? It might be better than nothing.
That's not such a bad idea. It's just that... won't going back to all that bad shit in his life bring him down and... make him lose that new zest he acquired?
He's more than just his zest. Maybe he won't work his ass off for you anymore, but he'll be a happier man. It's your call. You know where I stand.
That feast you prepared, you were right. It did everyone a lot of good.
I'm glad you appreciate the importance of such things. I have to say, it was a pleasure for me too. I guess I just...
It's a fine way to take your mind off your own problems.
Or to realize how unimportant your problems are in the face of real human tragedies. You may think I'm out of touch, but I seriously believe a man's purpose can only lie beyond himself. Otherwise, he will always live like a cave. You know what? I think I prefer it when you stick to cooking. You should see me in my charity soup kitchen. Ingredients were almost as scarce as here, but me and my helpers always cooked up something special for the locals. Want to know my secret?
Breaking stuff?
Not quite. It was Mom. I wrote to her a lot from the other side of the world, asking for advice on how to tweak her classic recipes so that they could be made with, well, foreign ingredients. She taught me how to be a magician even in the humblest of kitchens.
Wait, Mom, wasn't that after she was sick?
Right. But she got better.
So, you're saying there was a way to help her?
Well, it came with a price.
What price?
A long story, man.
But she's alive? I mean, in your awareness? Was she still alive when you went on this mission?
Yeah. She called me the day before the launch and wished me a good landing.
Didn't she get better in your life?
No.
No, she didn't.
You mean she's gone?
I was gonna tell her how it went if we found rubidium.
I'm sorry. You won't be able to do that. None of us will. But she'd be proud of you. You know that. Proud. This is some kind of cruel joke.
Joke? Come on, man, what are you talking about?
My efforts, my struggles. Seems they were all pointless.
That's not true. Whatever you did, it made you who you are. That version of Mom, you know, it lives in you, through your memories, your recipes.
And they're not pointless. Thanks to them, you were able to give us an unforgettable feast. Isn't that like bringing her back to life? And look, you've done it twice. You should be proud of yourself.
Thanks, but it's not so simple, Jan. I mean, I'm glad to have these memories, but what? I think I'd just rather not talk about it. I think I need some alone time.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Hey, you want to... Yeah. So, I heard you're in touch with Lena about our problem?
You did.
I just want to say, asking her for help is the smartest move. You're gonna do as she says, right? I have doubts. Involving more people from the corporation could be risky. Lena won't let them harm us. I'm sure of it. You seem to be getting along much better now, aren't you? Yeah, I think so. That's great. To think I was the mastermind behind it. Amazing. It really is. Thanks. Do you think this could be a chance for you and her to, get back together? Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Too much water under the bridge. Maybe. Still, there's something you need to know. I think it's only fair you should know how much deeper your relationship could have been. What do you mean? You see, she was the one who was supposed to go on this mission. She was the head of the hydroponic farms project. I was just helping her out in the lab. She was so excited about taking her solutions to a base like this. She wanted to go so badly. But she failed her medical tests. And you could replace her without any preparation? It was madness, but yeah. Somehow I managed to get a crash course in everything in the last moment. It was only possible because I've been close to Lena all the time she'd been preparing. Because she insisted I take her place. And you agreed? To leave her behind? I mean, it must have been something serious. Was she sick? Yeah, it was serious. She was pregnant. Oh. I only learned about it the night before takeoff. She didn't want to raise my hopes because it was still such an early stage. We'd been trying before, but every time it ended all too soon. The disappointment was unbearable. And yeah, I can't say it didn't put our marriage to the test. But this time, we were really hoping for a breakthrough. Thing is, I'll never get to know if we were right. What if it wasn't going to happen? And you were simply spared another disappointment? That's exactly what I keep asking myself. Which way would it go Going into cryosleep, I was worried and full of hope at the same time. I was prepared for anything, except having to remain in this quantum state of uncertainty forever. Funny. I never thought being a father would become so important to me. What about you? Did you ever think about it? No, never. Why not? I don't know. Kids just get in the way. Yeah. You gotta be crazy to want them, right? Or just love somebody very much. You should have seen her beaming that night she told me. This could be it, Jan, she said. I'll never forget the look on her face. I was supposed to get a good night's sleep before the launch, but we just talked the hours away, laughing and remembering old times. Until at 3 a.m, we ended up singing Big Green Tractor. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. The unforgettable hit of our mountain road trip. That trip. Man, that must have been in another life. We were crazy, young, and in love. And broke. Remember that rundown car we borrowed from Lena's uncle? Yeah. All it had for a radio was an old CD player and one CD. And the opening track, Big Green Tractor. It made us laugh so much we played it on repeat. Yeah. Those were the times. That trip was where Lena bought us that cheesy shepherd's axe. Remember? Oh, yeah. You know I even packed it on this mission? To remind me of her? Hey, you didn't by any chance have the same idea? No. Sorry, I didn't. Oh yeah, stupid me. I got so immersed in memories I almost forgot you two split up. I guess I'm just trying to hold on to anything real and tangible. I packed so many things that reminded me of her, I'm left with nothing. But, of course, there's no way that axe could materialize from another life where it wasn't, well, valued so much. Anyway, thanks for talking. I'm glad I got it off my chest.
Hey, can I ask you a favor? Isn't that what you do all the time? Yeah. Well, this is not mission-related, not directly anyway. That's not helping your cause. Right. Do you remember that road trip to the mountains we took with Lena just after we met? Of course I do. We took a lot of unnecessary risks getting into that old pickup without giving it a proper checkup first. What were we thinking? We were just plain stupid. Yes, and lucky it didn't end in an accident. Yeah. Anyway, remember the shepherd's axe Lena bought us there? A silly souvenir just for laughs? Please, don't remind me. I need to recreate it. Really? Why? Look, I feel bad about that. But I know I can rely on you even when you're pissed off at me. That's what makes you special. All right? Go on. Let me put it straight. I need help. And of all the alters, you're the only one who can give me the right answers. That's not an unusual situation. So you have questions about the axe? You see, I forgot what it looked like exactly. Wooden handle, steel head, folk ornaments. About those ornaments, it had these red woolly pom-poms attached to it. Do you remember how many? 3. That I'm sure of. But I don't think they were red, Jan. More like magenta, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. But are you sure the head was steel, not iron? It was a cheap toy, so I guess you could be right. But it looked quite hard. I'd know for sure if I could see it. That's the whole point. We don't have it. Right. Yeah, about that handle. I think it had some kind of a floral pattern carved on it. Floral? Are you sure? I thought it was more like a zigzag. Oh. Damn, this is not helping. And I thought you'd be the perfect guy to recall technical details. Well, maybe we don't quite agree on the definition of technical details. Now, if you'd asked me about the pressure in our tires before we headed out, or the details of the dissertation I was in a hurry to submit before we left, you'd have gotten them immediately. But a toy axe? I didn't exactly analyze it, if that's what you expected. All I remember is I looked like a fool holding it in that photo Lena took. Shit, you're right. There was a photo. It's a shame I got rid of it. It was a good decision, if you ask me. Well, that settles it then. If I can't help you, no one can. Just let it go and get your mind back to important things. Lena could still have that photo. Lena? Jan, is that what it's really about? We're in a shithole here, and all of a sudden you feel like flirting? Relax. I assure you all I want to do is recreate that axe. Don't worry, I'll take care of more urgent matters first. Well, in that case, do whatever you want. Just don't waste my time.
Functionality manual. Jan? Hello?
Lena, hey. I just wanted to call to say thank you again and ask you about something personal.
Okay, what is it?
Remember that road trip we took to the mountains? Just after we hooked up?
Mm-hmm.
We borrowed a car from your uncle and...
I remember. What about it?
Remember that shepherd's axe you bought me?
It's kinda hard to forget.
You didn't by any chance keep the photo of me holding that axe? I'd really like to see it again.
That's a strange request. I'd have to check.
Sure, just let me know if you find anything, okay?
All right, I will.
Thank you, Lena.
Talk soon. monitors the ship's surroundings.
Lena? Hey.
I found them. Our old photos. Talk about going back in time. There's one that might interest you. You're waving the shepherd's axe like some mad caveman. You look so chipper in it. I almost forgot how big that smile of yours can be.
Huh.
Made me wonder, you know, knowing what happened later. How little it took for us to go from those happy times to fighting with each other. One moment, you're smiling so broadly, holding that axe, and the next you're smashing it to pieces on our kitchen table.
Yeah. I know. And I really wish that never happened.
Of all the things I ever gave you, you had to bring this one up. Why? It was cheesy, it was worthless. And it brings back a whole lot of shitty memories.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, it was harder than I thought, but I'm doing my best to support you in this crazy situation. And I can handle a sleepless night or two. Anyway, I'm sending you the photo. I hope it helps.
Thanks, Lena.
Take care, Jan.
Yeah. Talk later.
To the safer evacuation.
done here. Should I help with this now?
Hey there. I've got something for you. The shepherd's axe you wanted to see so much. Wait, I thought you said you didn't have it. I didn't. But I recreated it for you. Wow. That's amazing. It looks exactly the same. How did you remember all those details? I got my hands on a photo of it. Really? How? That's, not so important right now. I just hope you're glad to be reunited with your precious souvenir. Shit. I didn't even say thank you, did I? No problem. Here we are, eh? Two Yans with two identical shepherd's axes. Actually, there's something you should know. There's only one axe. The original one, well, it got broken. Broken? How? I smashed it. In anger. When we were arguing with Lena. You what? I don't even know what to say to that. That's plain violence. Even if you didn't hit her, she could feel assaulted. Don't you remember how Dad was with Mom? I know I regret it, okay? You don't have to rub it in. I get reminded of all my bad choices every day in this goddamn base. Violence isn't just a bad choice. It doesn't happen by accident. It comes from frustration, fear, helplessness. I know that because I learned to cope with these emotions and express them for what they are, instead of pretending to be so tough and unbreakable. Maybe that's why I felt ready to become a father. Well, good for you. Maybe it's good for you too. Because if I could do it, so can you, right? I mean, you went to all this trouble for me, recreating this axe and then admitting to why you didn't have it anymore? It just proves you want to change. And you can change. Just keep it up. And things will work out for you, I'm sure of that.
Not bad, huh? It really hits all your senses. The sound of the birds chirping in your ears, the summer breeze on your face. Quite the immersive experience.
You forgot to mention the stench of mold in the air conditioning.
Yeah, well, it can't all be perfect, can it?
Apparently not.
So, I was wondering, how much more did I not know about Mom?
What?
Well, it seems you got to know her better after our lives separated. I'd love to know what you talked about on that bench.
So, this is what it's all about, huh? You just want to sit down and make up for lost time. That's not the way it works.
What do you mean?
You don't get to just collect a few nice memories and pretend you lived my life. Made my choices. You chose the easy way back then. You want it easy now.
How do you know it was easy? I had my own problems. What if your life was actually easier? You never had to wonder what if.
Well, now you know exactly what if. You know she wasn't alone in the end, but that's not enough for you. You're still making it about yourself. Just look at us. Here I am, scared of dying because of your decisions, and all you want is to hear more about Mom.
My decisions?
Yeah. You created us like this, like some kind of freaks, messing with our brains so much, I mean, it had disaster written all over it. But you preferred not to see it. You haven't got a clue how to cure us, do you? You're just pretending to care, because you need us to get back to your lousy life. Hey, you can deny it all you want, but I'm still waiting for a reason to believe you've changed. And all I'm seeing is the same guy who left Mom because he was fucking selfish. Well, I'm sorry you see it that way. Yeah? Well, that's not gonna help me much, is it? You know what? I think I just want to be alone. Hell yeah! No way! Fuck! Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Not bad, man. Not bad.
Evacuation functionality. If fuel shortages are detected.
The easy solution is rarely the right one.